Hello, greetings and salutations. My name is Wesley Dawson III, and you have thus found yourself upon the gaze of Gabagool within the chronological limitations of an octagon. Yes, the first question you might be posing. Yes, I doth regret the decision I hath made with the theme of thine episode. And your second question, yes, this is the Shakespearean episode. Now I ask you to lend me your ears as I use some ill-conceived and tiresome stereotypical expressions to try and sound as though I am from the period in question. We shall examine a plethora of vivacious subjects, topics, and items of parole, all whilst I try to remain within mine character of the Shakespearean Gabagool. Through my baroque cadence and my poor attempt at either British or, I have no idea what style accent I doth try to imitate. One thing on my mind is how this is an episode draped in all of the dressings and lore and delightful historical trappings of the Shakespearean era. It makes me think of other traditions and expressions rooted in said traditions that seem to be the result of a collective agreement to say, "Fucketh thine shit, I'm out." Events in thou life that are considered of bad luck or of an inconvenience to oneself, they're just more because we have no way to deal with them. It is bad luck to kill a cricket when he hawks within your home. Hawk, hawk, hawk! I am but a cricket hawking within thine residence. It's more because you can't find it to kill it, so we just say it's bad luck to do so. If thine blouse is on inside out, it is considered good luck. No, you thine just be a dumbass. And of course the defecation from the sky. When a bird decides to drop his white bubblegum goop on you, it is considered good luck. Why? As we speak of matters of the bowels, it reminds me of an experience in my yonder years. You see, as I tried to perfect my studies at the Collegiate Institute of Jonathan Abbott, I had found myself under the employ performing conciergeal duties. One such duty when I arrived at work was to use a little plastic scoop to scoop people's feces out of a porcelain bowl. And I said, "That's fucking disgusting, there's no way I'm doing that." My boss then said, "No, Wesley, you shall scoop or you shall go home." And I said, "Well, that is an easy choice. I shall go home." For you see, mine employer, as opposed to advising employees that the plumbing systems were no longer of function, they allowed people to defecate in the bowls throughout an entire fortnight, or at least an 8-hour shift. I said, "Your stupidity is not a reason for me to debase myself in such a manner." I was cleaning up after animal excrement to begin with, which I could accept, but this had crossed mine own line. I said, "Striketh my record, removeth my day's pay. I care not. Send me home. I shall do so with a smile upon my face." Then they said, "Okay, never mind the bathrooms, just continue the rest of your run." A delightful story of deception and personal gain while under this employ was with the power that was bestowed upon I, with the keys to all rooms and the ability to lock what I wish and clean what I wish. I had assured that on a daily basis, a perfectly clean, sterile bathroom stall would be locked and marked out of order for mine own use later that very afternoon. And these memories draweth up a thought, a question which must be posed. Who doth among you would be rude to a night janitor? Do thou understand that they are alone in your office while you are at home in slumber, and that they may do what they wish and how they wish to your personal belongings? Messing with a night janitor or someone preparing your food is but a fool's errand. And a course and item that must be discussed is the idea that pro wrestling is now today's modern Shakespeare, as it is live theater, physical theater, and one cannot hide behind a curtain. There's a 360-degree view of the story being told. The performers are poorly paid. It is the excitement and inclusion of the crowd that makes the performance whole. Moving on, we will go to this week's expert panel member. And in order to pay proper homage to the period, we shall not be using telephones. Instead, I shall hark upon mine guest. Hark, hark, guest, where art thou? Hark, guest, where art thou? I must be doing this wrong, as I have received no response. We shall doth move to good and bad. A good, the Shakespearean episode. The bad, my terrible attempt at speaking of that time, or whatever sloppy accent I dare employ. Before the conclusion of this tale drama, we shall move on to wow or woof, as I welcome mine own friend, mine own theater partner, Mac the Wolfhound. Mac, welcome to studio. Yes, Mac, please at least attempt to speak of the time. Moving on. Queen Elizabeth I. Saucy indeed. They shall have your head, Mac. King James I. Ooh, I hear treason on the high seas. And of course, Rick James, bitch. Ha, yes, it is a hell of a drug. We hast not run out of time for this week's adventure. So I please ask that you lend your ears on a weekly basis. You exclaim your proclivity to listen to Gabagool within the chronological time frame of an octagon, and you share your experience. So please, no, please, I beg of you, you have to. I've really gotten in with the wrong people. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've promised things that I cannot deliver, regarding the subscriptions and how much people actually like this show. It's realistically unattainable. Please, you have to do something. Just listen, tell anybody, tell your friends, your family. I don't care. Oh my God.